Hi guys, in this video we're going to look at how to solve rational equations. Now, rational equation isn't anything that's mystical or magical. All it is essentially an equation with fractions in it. So, how do we solve these? Well, the first thing we need to do, guys, is we need to look at what's called a common denominator. And in order to get your common denominator, all you do is you multiply the denominators together. So our common denominator, our CD, is equal to 2x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1 multiplied by 2. Okay, so all we have done here is we have multiplied this here by this here by this here, and that's our common denominator. And what we're going to do then is we're going to multiply every single term, i.e. this term here, and this term here, by our common denominator here. And that will get rid of the denominator here, here, and here, as things will start to factor out or cancel. So let's just put this blue part here next to each of these terms here, and then we can start factoring or cancelling. So I'm going to leave a nice big gap so that I can actually write the blue thing next to my term here, x plus 2, 2x minus 1. And now we're going to put 2x minus 1, x plus 1 by 2. And we're just going to put everything in brackets just so we can see what's going to factor out. So the next one then, plus 2x plus 3, put that in a bracket, divided by x plus 1. And then put the CD, the common denominator, which is 2x minus 1, x plus 1 by 2, and is equal to 11 over 2. And again, put everything down, so we've got 2x minus 1, x plus 1 by 2. Now what we need to do is we need to look at each of the terms individually and see what's going to cancel out. So here you can see we have a 2x minus 1 on the bottom and a 2x minus 1 on the top. On term 2 we have x plus 1 on the bottom and we have an x plus 1 on the top. And on the last term here we have 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top, which means that we can start cancelling these things out. So that and that will go, that and that will go, and that will go. Okay, so let's rewrite, and what we end up with now is on the left hand side here we have 2 lots of x plus 2 by x plus 1 plus 2 lots of 2x plus 3 2x minus 1 is equal to 11 lots of 2x minus 1 x plus 1. Now remember, I can change the order of this here, the 2, the x plus 1 and the x plus 2, because it's multiplication. And it doesn't matter if it's, for example, 2 times 3 is exactly the same as 3 times 2. So order is not important when it comes to multiplication. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply out the brackets. It's easier to do the quadratic brackets, i.e. these first, and these before you multiply out by the constant in front of the 2, and the 11 here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply out this one here. So what's going to happen there is we're going to get 2 lots of, I'm going to get x squared plus 3x plus 2 plus 2 lots here of 2x by 2x is 4x squared plus 6x minus 2x, so plus 4x minus 3 is equal to 11 lots of 2x by x is 2x squared, we've got minus x plus 2x, so plus x minus 1. Okay, next thing we need to do is we need to multiply out the brackets again to get 2x squared plus 6x plus 4 plus 8x squared plus 8x minus 6 is equal to 22x squared plus 11x and minus 11. Now it's a quadratic, so we're going to try and get everything onto one side. So collect the terms on the left-hand side first. So on the left-hand side we have 2x squared plus 8x squared, which is 10x squared. 6x plus 8x is 14x. And 4 take away 6 is minus 2, is equal to, on the other side, 22 x squared plus 11x minus 11. Now I'm going to take everything across to the right hand side because it's just bigger on the right hand side here. The 22x squared is bigger than the 10x squared. So what we have, if we do that, we're going to get 12x squared. Take the 14x across, we're going to get minus 3x, and we're going to add 2, so we're going to get minus 9 is equal to 0. Now hopefully what you can see here is that everything is divisible by 3 on the right hand side. So if we do that, we can divide the whole thing by 3 to get 4x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. And now we just have to factorize it. So let's have a look. 4x bracket x bracket, and obviously equal to 0. So let's see what we can do here. So we're trying to get minus 1x here. So minus 1 here and plus 3 here. Okay, just to double check that, we get plus 3x minus 4x, which is minus x as required there. Okay, that means that what we now know is that 4x plus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. That means that 4x is equal to minus 3, and x is equal to minus 3 over 4. Or the trivial solution for this is x is equal to 1. And that's it, we're done. Thanks for watching the video.